Good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss the exercise 2.2, chapter 2, inverse trigonometric function, right? Lecture first. So having discussed 2.1, okay. So now it's time for learning some properties of ITF, that is inverse trigonometric functions, and these are very important properties for exercise problem. So let's see the property number first. Sin inverse 1 by x equals to cosec inverse x. This is the property first, and with the restriction x greater than equal to 1 or x less than equals to minus 1. It means sin inverse 1 by x will be equal to this only if this condition holds, right? So this restriction must be remembered by. Similarly, cos inverse 1 by x equals to sec inverse x. So you may recall like cos is just reciprocal, 1 by x is reciprocal of angle. So it is what related to cos related to sec, same as tan related to cot. Make sure angle is coming what reciprocal 1 by x, and this is the restriction. So for sin and cos there is the same restriction, and for tan it is x is greater than 0. That this x must be greater than 0. Otherwise this becomes not defined. So now let us prove the identity first. Sin inverse 1 by x equal to cos inverse x. So assuming cos inverse x equals to y, so we are taking right hand side, that is cosec inverse x equals to y. So now the value of this angle x becomes cos y, cosec y, that is operating cosec on both the sides, cosec on both sides. So this becomes only x and this becomes only cosec y. Now we know that cosec y can be expressed as sin y equals to what reciprocal of this, that is cosec y equal to 1 upon sin y. That is, if we do the reciprocal of this x means 1 by x, so we will get the value of sin y, right? Now we can find the value of y. So this y will be operating sin inverse on both sides. So here sin inverse, do remember in exercise 1, this is the property sin inverse sin y equals to y, okay, and this means inverse. As in exercise 2.1 we have learnt this minus 1 power represents inverse, okay. So sin y equal to 1 by x, so y will be sin inverse 1 by x. And now look at the equation first. What we have assumed, this value y equals to cosec inverse x. So this y is replaced by cosec inverse x and sin inverse 1 by x, hence proved. So similarly you will try to prove the other cosec inverse 1 by x or tan inverse 1 by x identities. You can prove in a similar way. So this one is the important property. Now let's see the second part of the properties. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equals to pi by 2. That is, if we take sin and cos with the same angle, then it gives pi by 2, and where is the restriction is this x, the domain of sin and cos is minus 1 to 1. So here it is important to consider the domain of the function. So without restriction the ITF function or inverse trigonometric properties cannot be defined. Now similarly next one is tan inverse x plus cot inverse x. This also pi by 2, and this x is what belongs to R. X means this x, that is the domain of the tan inverse and cot inverse. Now next one is sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x equals to pi by 2, and mod x greater than equal to 1 means the domain of sec and cosec, right? So this is the group of identities sin, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec equals to pi by 2, whereas the instructions are given this. Now let's prove the fourth identity, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equals to pi by 2. So for proving the result, establishing the identity, we may assume either sin inverse x or cos inverse x as y or z or theta, any other angle. So let's assume sin inverse x equals to y. You may also take cos inverse x equal to y for any angle. So now operating sin on both sides. So here sin inverse x equal to x only, as I said, sin of sin inverse x equals to x only, okay. This is the property. And here is sin y, and this sin y can be expressed as cos by using complementary angle property, cos pi by 2 minus y. Why we are using this? Because we have to get the result in terms of pi by 2. So that's why we are using here this sin y equal to cos pi by 2 minus y. That is complementary angle properties of trigonometric functions. Right? Now operating cos inverse on both sides. Operating cos inverse on both sides. So cos inverse x equals to cos inverse and the whole function cos pi by 2 minus y, and we know that using this property, okay, that cos inverse cos x equals to x. See, sin inverse x equal to x only, and cos inverse cos x equals to x only, right, with their respective domains. Okay, so this pi by 2 minus y, cos inverse cos is pi by 2 minus y. Now the value of y is what? It is assumed as sin inverse x. So replacing this y using equation first sin inverse x here in place of y sin inverse x, right? So on simplification we will get the result. So similarly students, you can try to prove the identity number 5 and 6. So these are very important identities, and without learning these identities you are not able to solve even a single questions. Okay, so especially in inverse trigonometric function you have to learn each and every identities with their respective proofs, because in the board examination 1 mark 2 marks pattern is there, so you may be asked for these identities. Next, the most important identities, in fact each and every identities have its very important role for the exercise problem, but this is becomes very important because in the frequent questions, right, and frequently we will be using this one identities most of the times. Okay, so tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equals to tan inverse x tan inverse y. So angles are different, x and y, right, and both are inverse. So tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. With the restriction, make sure restriction must be holding, only then there is a existence of the identity. So x into y is less than 1. So whenever the product of these angles is less than 1, only then this identity will exist. Same as plus sign is, if it is replaced by minus, so the identity becomes tan inverse x minus y, that is difference of these angles x minus y upon 1 plus xy. I will just avoid it sign as there, minus or plus, here plus or minus. So this is how that you can remember this identity. And the restriction is what? X into y, that is this product must be greater than minus 1. What happens if this product xy equals to minus 1? Put here minus 1, so this becomes non-defined. Okay, same as here xy is less than 1. If less than 1, only then this becomes positive. If it becomes greater than 1, then pi minus, then we have to go with its domain of the function. Okay, that is pi minus tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus x y. So this identity is not given in CRT, it is given in RD Sharma. So to have more queries or more about this identity, you may refer RD Sharma, right? And having doubt, you will discuss it to me. So let us prove this identity tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So in order to prove this identity, we are assuming tan inverse x as alpha and tan inverse y as beta, right? Or you may take any other angles, alpha 1 or theta 1, theta 2, something. So this implies the value of this x, that is operating tan on both sides. So tan inverse x becomes x equals to tan alpha, same as y equals to tan beta. Now consider right hand side, tan inverse x plus y upon this. So replacing x and y with these trigonometric function tan alpha and tan beta. And recall in class 11 we have already studied in chapter 3 tan x plus tan y upon 1 minus tan alpha tan beta, or xy equals to what? Tan a plus b, tan x plus y. So that is, this is the identity of tan alpha plus beta. Now tan inverse tan alpha plus beta equals to what? As per inverse trigonometric function property, only angle will come alpha plus beta. Tan inverse tan, if we operate, then we get only this angle alpha plus beta. And now alpha and beta are equals to tan inverse x and tan inverse y. So hence the result tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So this is the another identity. Okay. So similarly you will prove the next identity, right? The next one is identity number 9, 2 tan inverse x. So 2 tan inverse x, we are having three identities. in terms of sine, in terms of cos, in terms of tan. So as per the requirement of the questions, we will be following, we will be using any one of the identity. All are equals to 2 tan inverse x, 2 tan inverse x, 2 tan inverse. So see, first one sine inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square, wherever the mode of x, that is this angle x, is less than equal to 1 or greater than equal to minus 1. Same as cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. And the third one is in terms of tan 2x upon 1 minus x square with the restriction x less than 1 or greater than minus 1. So now let us prove the identity. This third one, this time I am proving, and you may go with the first or second also in the similar way. So substitute this tan inverse x. Tan inverse x equals to y or any angle. So now the value of this angle x will be tan y, right, as per the previous results. And now x equal to tan y. So substitute the value of x in right hand side. So what is the right hand side? Tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Substitute the value of x. What is x? Tan y. So 2 tan y upon 1 minus tan square y will come. See, x equal to tan y we are placing here. So now this is the clear cut identity of, recall, 2 tan y upon 1 minus tan square y studied in class 11. This is identity of tan 2y. Tan 2y equals to the whole expression. Now tan inverse tan 2y equals to only 2y as per trigonometric function property. That is the same inverse function, and same trigonometric function gives the angle, that is 2y only. And now the value of y is what? Assumed as value of y is what? Tan inverse x. So replace this y as tan inverse x, and which is what? The left hand side. Clear? Similarly, here you will prove the identity number second or third, right? Substitute the value of x as tan y everywhere, x tan y, tan y, tan y, and this is itself forming the identity studied in class 11. Further, if you have doubt, you can ask. So prove these identities, learn these identities, and then try to the examples. Okay, I hope you learned the identities, you will learn it and understood the fact, and further if you have doubt, you can ask me. Alright, so try to practice the example of the same exercise. Thank you very much.